I've been in corrections for about 13 years. I've been in this facility for about 5.
I have been working for about 3.5 years.
I have been with Larned for 12 years now.
When I first came here, I didn't know that it was going to be a career.
For about 9 years, I was working in the oil field. And whenever COVID hit, the oil field had a big crash and lost a lot of income from that and had to find something different.
Before I came here, I was doing construction. I built houses, and then I worked for the Barton County Road and Bridge.
I was going through college and I had just changed my degree from early elementary education to criminal justice, and one of my classmates was working out here and he said, hey, there's job openings, so I decided to put my college degree to use and came out here.
Well, I needed something kind of between jobs. I thought it was a good step going up into working with wildlife and parks as far as a law enforcement aspect. That's what I went to school for. I've enjoyed it enough that I haven't looked to go anywhere else.
Paid a little better than the job I had previously, and I got to go home at the end of the night, actually clean, not have to jump straight into the shower because it wasn't a manual labor job. So that was kind of appealing, so I came here for that. And then pretty quick, probably within the first 6 months or so, I recognized that it was something that I enjoyed and might make a career out of it, and the rest is history.
I originally was working with a concrete company. I heard an ad over the radio, and the ad intrigued me, and I decided to follow up, and I got involved with it.
Totally on accident. I graduated from Kansas State University, did that Indeed quick apply to all the jobs in the world, and then the human resources manager called me. Never even heard of Larned, Kansas before. Asked my roommate about it. She said, it's by Salina. I'm like, I don't even know where Salina is because I'm not even from Kansas. And then I got my foot in the door, started out as an officer, and I got sucked in. I ended up really liking it.
The warden's he lives in the same town I live in, and he actually tried to get me to work here before I worked at the juvenile facility, and I had convinced myself that obviously working with children or working with juveniles is going to be so much easier than working with grown men, and I was definitely incorrect, but I eventually found myself over here.
I'm sure my dad was not thrilled that his daughter was going to come work in prison, but he got to tour and see this place. I think I worked here for 6 months or so, and then the major offered to give my family a tour, so they came out and got to see the environment and where we work. It's not at all what you think prison's going to be, so I think it was very beneficial for my mom and dad to come and tour and get to see that it's not a whole bunch of dangerous activity. They can call the HR department, or if they know somebody that works out here, then any of us could be a resource to help get them set up to come and do a tour. And after basic training classes, we have the families come out for their graduation, and the families get a tour as well to see where their family members will be working.
For me, of course, working in the automotive field versus here, it's two different atmospheres. I mean, the family bond is still there, but working in the automotive, you were kind of doing your own thing. Like, you had your own vehicle, you were designated for this particular job. You really didn't have to rely on help. Working here, I found out that it's better to ask for assistance when needed versus trying to do it on your own. And that's something that has changed for me in the past almost 4 years working here. Is I've learned that aspect of asking for assistance and that it's okay. And honestly, it just makes the day go by a lot easier, a lot smoother, and a lot better.
When I started in corrections as an officer, I saw what the counselors were doing, and that was my ultimate corrections goal to achieve. I wanted to be a counselor. And it just took a while to get there, but when I started over here, I had applied for a Corrections Counselor 1 position, and I ended up getting it. I think 2 years later, I promoted to Corrections Counselor 2, and I hope to promote up the ranks even further.
Well, right now I'm in school. I'm doing college too, so I'm about to graduate with my associate's degree. Going into criminal justice after that. So, I mean, every job I get, I want to progress in. Slowly getting the hang of it, and then I'll progress to wherever I can.
Eventually, I would like to promote. Right now, I really enjoy what I'm doing, and I just don't want to give it up just yet. I want to see it through a little bit more.